What's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today we're going to take a look at my washing machine. For a while it's been acting a little, not acting, it's just been really loud. Today I have a little bit of extra time and I'm going to take a look at it so I can look to see what part needs to be replaced so I can order it. Because yesterday I did all the laundry and I have about a week before I need to do more laundry. So let's look at what's going on here because it shouldn't be this loud. It's extremely loud. It might not be that loud to you, but it's literally so loud that every time we come in here to do laundry, this is what it sounds like. And it's like that for almost a whole day because of how many loads we do. And even with the door shut, and being in the living room, which you guys probably can't even hear it, but it's as loud as it probably should be, but you can hear it all the way at the other end of the house. Our bedroom door shut, I still hear it. That's crazy. But it's like that the whole time. Well, not the whole time. It's only like that when it does its drain and rinse cycle, when it spins. And I think I know what the problem is. When it spins, I don't think it should be that loud. So I think it's something underneath the drum. But I think the way to do it is you pop this little thing off and then you take this out, and then I think you have access to underneath. That's probably actually not how you get access to the bearing part. I think you actually have to take the whole thing apart. Now, I've taken part of it apart before, so I know how to do it, but it's gonna take a little bit, and I just need to figure out what is the problem so I can order the part and get it in so I can get it fixed before I actually have to do more laundry, because I cannot stand it. The longer I don't do anything with it and just keep letting it do that, the more likely something's gonna happen where it doesn't drain at all, like it doesn't spin at all, and there's like really, really wet clothes in there that I have to then move over or figure out where to go. I don't wanna be stuck in that situation, so we're gonna fix it today in this episode. So let's get started. I got all this taken out and put over here. There's two things. I did not expect the bottom to be completely like, there's no bottom. There's actually no bottom to this washer. There is to the dryer, but not to the washer. I didn't know this is all open. I think that's kind of smart in a way because you don't have to take all of this off to get to the bottom of the machine, which I just kind of realized that right now. But I don't know if I needed to take the back off in order to take the top off. I know that. But I don't know if I really even needed to. This piece isn't coming out if I pull up on it. And after taking the bolt out, nothing's happening. It still acts the same way. So I don't know how to actually take this apart. But you can see all of the nastiness that's around the whole washer, and even down there you can see how gross that is too. So I'm going to wipe everything down regardless, but I think that I'm going to go on the computer, look up the manual to this thing to see if there's some sort of like instructions on how to take it apart, how to clean it, and how to get to that bearing, because I can still hear the sound. And from the bottom, it doesn't really look like I can get to it that easily. It does look, though, like I could probably take the whole drum piece out. Like the whole, not just the inner drum, but the whole drum assembly out. If I can just take off to disconnect the wires. And then these other wires that they hang from, they don't seem very difficult to actually take out. So we'll see what the deal is here. But this is a good thing to do sometimes when you just need to really deep clean it if you haven't cleaned it before or if it's used. So I resorted to YouTube to figure out my problem because owner's manuals and the online sort of situation there and like the parts and all that wasn't too specific on what it is or how I can get to it. And I just went on YouTube and found the duct tape mechanic, link in the description to the specific video I'm talking about. But he didn't have to take the top or the back off. And this part in here actually comes out, and it has to come out. So I need to take that out. I need to push the washer forward onto its face or onto its front on the ground and then work underneath of it. And that's why the bottom of the washer is not solid. It's all just completely through so you can access it. Kind of smart, kind of not. The other thing I found out is that the actual like bearing thing, I can't just replace the bearing or a small part. It's gonna have to be a whole assembly, which is about $100 to $150. So we'll see what it actually is when I look it up to find the actual part, because I don't want to just go off of what I think it is. I need to see the picture of the part first to make sure that it matches before I order it, especially if it's that expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and see if I can do it. In case y'all are wondering, I did get this out. This is what the inside looks like. I did have to take out this clip that was right in here, and then I unscrewed everything. And then now I'll go underneath of the washer, and then I'll take some stuff off of there so I can push this out. So here's the culprit. Now if you move this, it's pretty loud, and it's not supposed to be loud. It's actually supposed to be smooth and quiet, and I can kind of like feel it. It's a little choppy, and you can obviously hear it as well. But I also decided to take the drum out, which you need to take this like shroud piece out, which was a little tough, but it's just plastic. And this tub is actually cleaner than I thought, and this tub is cleaner than I thought. But you can still see how dirty it is, and this is just like gunk. So if you were to buy a used washer, I would wash it first, and especially if it's really old. And for those of you who don't know, this washer and dryer came from Elie's grandma. We just inherited the washer and dryer when we got the house. That's also something that's not unusual. Most things in a house stay behind for the new owners, like the kitchen appliances. But there are some times where you will have someone, when you buy a house, that the seller takes the washer and dryer or takes the kitchen appliances and all that. But when they leave this stuff behind, it would be a good idea to deep clean it. Now this is a lot of work, and it is kind of difficult to do because you do have to take the bottom assembly out, the piece that is broken on mine. Now actually I don't think you have to take it out, but you need to at least take this top part off and then the shroud piece, and then take the drum out, because you should be able to slide it all the way out. You don't have to take the bottom piece out. But this is also something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I just never have, and I've been using the fresh like cleaning tablets once a month. I don't know what the before was before I was actually doing it, or before we had done any of the cleaning. But if you just do that every month, every few weeks or whatever, your washer probably won't get this bad, or even worse. But I don't even know how old this washer and dryer is, how old they are. I don't know when they bought it. I don't know when the last time I don't know if they even ever cleaned it. So, but with that, I know exactly what I need and exactly what it's going to look like. So we'll see how much it is. So it's the next day, and I have a little bit more time before work. It's about 9:45, and I work at 1:30. I'm going to deep clean the washer today. I borrowed this from work. It's this degreaser, which I don't think actually matters. I just know it's like a commercial cleaner, and it seems to do a pretty good job. Now, I'm just gonna show you what like the before is, and so we can see what the after is, but Now last night when I got home from work, I wanted to do just a little test area to see how well this cleaner works, and it seems that maybe even water would work because I'm agitating it with a rag, but it's pretty dang good. On this side we have the cleaner I borrowed from work, and this side we have the cleaner that I have from home. I think if I did a little bit more scrubbing, it could have came out a little bit better, but it's like brand new on this side. And then I did a little spot right here. Kind of see from there and there. And then in here, I did this spot here. So I think I'm just gonna spray it, let it sit for a little bit, and I'm gonna scrub the heck out of it, and then that'll be that. I'll do it on all of these. I'll even do it on this piece here. This one's pretty tough. I don't know if I'm going to use a rag for this or if I'm just gonna use a brush. Probably a brush would make more sense. So I got that done. It didn't take too long and it looks great. On the outside of this is like, it's almost like a cheese grater, and they're not sharp. I can run my hands over it no problem, but they do catch on my rags. I have microfiber rags, and so I didn't really want to use them too much, especially when they're dry. So I also switched to like a brush, a dish brush, and it did a pretty good job. I don't think I'm gonna do too much. I'm not gonna do too much. It's not gonna stay clean. I can tell you that, but down here on the bottom, I don't know if I want to clean that or try to. It's one of those things where I'm like, I know I should probably do it because I know it's dirty, but also it's gonna get that dirty pretty quickly, I would assume. But the one other thing I have to do is this thing, which I'm just gonna take in the tub and use the brush again and just get that cleaned up. Probably just use some Dawn and just get that done, and then just set it out here. And the part was actually about $200 after taxes, and I got it off of Amazon, and it should come here within the next week, which sucks because I'm hoping it comes sooner rather than later. But if it comes later, then I don't know. We're just gonna have to deal with not having to be able to do laundry for about a week. Good thing though is like I said the other day, I got everything done and clean, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, once it comes in, I'll put it all back together and we'll see if it works. So today, the 15th, I was at work and I got a notification that somebody was here at the house and they dropped off a package. It was FedEx. And the only package I was expecting was the part for the washer. And it was supposed to come in the 16th through the 21st, but it came a day earlier than it was even told, I was even told. So I'm gonna open it and see if it's the actual part that I need, if it matches, and if it does, then I'll do it tomorrow, because it's already like 7:30 and I'm not planning on doing it tonight. But it's a really big box. Like, that's a pretty big box, right? Okay. I mean, it looks right. It's smooth. It doesn't sound like the other one, so that's good. I'm really excited because the sooner I put this together, the sooner I can put it back and get this room cleared out again, and we can start doing laundry and it won't sound like a rocket. Okay, so it is Thursday at 9:35 in the PM. And I just got done putting everything back together, plugging it in, and adding some water into it so everything's good to go. And now I'm gonna do a drain and spin cycle to see how loud it is. Because last time it sounded like this. And this time, it sounds like this. What? That's not it. That's gotta be like on medium speed, right? That's like almost silent. I could sleep in here with how quiet this is. It's quiet, right?
It's on?
I think it's slowing down now, but it was on this like for the past couple minutes.
That thing I was describing it to Ryan as it sounded like our house was about to take off like on a rocket ship. Like that's that's how loud it was.
It sounds like it's on medium speed. Like it doesn't sound like it's that fast, but it literally just did the same cycle it usually does, where it goes really fast and really loud.
No, that thing was loud.
Ain't no way. That's crazy. Okay, so that is insane on how quiet that was. I don't know how long it's even been doing that, and for like $200, hey, I'm you know, I don't know if it's worth $200, but like I said before, if I kept using the same like clutch assembly, something else could have happened, right? It could have fried something else. So it could have been even more expensive. And I'm really glad that I did it, and it only took a few days to actually get it all done and squared away. But man, and it wasn't even that hard to do either. And now I actually deep clean it too, so it's good to go. And it's doing another spin cycle. And I think it's now at full speed. Dude, that's insane. We've been dealing with that for like weeks and weeks and weeks and months, and like probably a year now. Maybe not a year, but several months. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off just so it's a little bit quieter in here. That'll be it for today's video. I will, if you have, I'll put the model number and everything, like all the information here, and also a link down below to the specific clutch assembly that I bought. It will be on Amazon, but I'll also leave like the link to the actual Whirlpool website, so you can find the actual part number and whatever, and you can whatever. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. I'm really glad I did it. So that'll be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack the like button as hard as you can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on post notifications. And I will see you guys all next time.